Hello, I'm Lisa Kears. I'm a student at Grand Canyon University. And we have a lesson that deals with the benchmark of home and school connections for ESL students. And we have three topics that we're going to cover today. They are culturally responsive teaching, supporting the needs of ELs in the classroom, and home and school connections. So let's jump right on in. Okay, so some of the questions are: what are cultural influence on teaching and learning? How can EL cultural values and beliefs be integrated appropriately in the context of each uh, teaching and learning? And what are some strategies for supporting and celebrating cultural diversity within instruction with the EL student? Some of the things we can do, we have different communicating styles for the EL students that are verbal and nonverbal students. We have different ways that we can communicate with them through pictures, through stories. Whatever way makes them comfortable, contingent upon their beliefs, their background, what they already know. We have to first build a rapport with these students so they're comfortable with us in their learning experience. Some students we have, they are bilingual or they are multi-bilingual, and that is they either speak one to two different other language, and this can add to them learning the English language. We should always respect at all time their culture and their learning experience. Also, there should be educational experiences with the parents and the community as a whole, and we as teachers are involved in that process so that they can be involved to help with their learning. Also, we have different ways of lecturing them, and that could be interactive or active, and having good classroom management will help aid in that. We also need to keep in mind that they need to be assessed so that we will know where they are with their learning and if they need to be placed in a different group. We can talk about CRT, and that is a research-based approach that leverages students' access with dealing with their culture, languages, and life experiences to be centered around instruction. So as we are making our lesson plans for the EL student, we must keep in mind those factors to be able to have their home language involved, the community involved, the classroom involved, their peers involved, so that they can improve their vocabulary. And some of these cultural elements could be creating an inclusive environment for the student, making sure that they're able to exercise their culture. The curriculum and instructional strategies should be centered around the student needs, accommodations, family support, and community strategies, and language support should be in these factors. What are some strategies that can support in celebrating cultural diversity with these EL students? It could be story time, materials from the library that can help them with their cultural background, as well as them learning ours. Making accommodations for these students and the way they learn would help as well. Collaborating with their peers would help. Using their home language as a resource for their learning. In other words, whatever they learn in English, allow them to use their language as well so they can learn both. And having the community and family involved is very important because all of us are a community to build the ESLs. Next, we'll be talking about supporting the needs of the EL classroom and some of the strategies with the different strengths and needs of our EL students we can include is allowing time of instruction to accommodate the various language proficiencies they may have. Also, use scaffolding techniques that will help as well, like visuals, graphic organizers, anything that you can use in the classroom to build up their vocabulary will help. Also, making an inclusive learning environment. Have some things for their culture around the classroom. Um, and also, as teachers, we need to study. And like if we have students from different backgrounds, we should be able to study, like give an example, going to different festivals, going to language programs, different meetings they may have dealing with the different cultures. As teachers, we should build ourselves up to learn more. What is the importance of understanding the social, emotional, and cultural needs of them? It's first we have to build their trust and to engage with them. This reduces anxiety and stress that when they're able to trust us as teachers. Promote inclusivity in the classroom and respect their diverse backgrounds helps. And enhance learning outcomes while allowing the student to feel emotionally supported. That is very important. If they feel emotionally supported by the teachers and the community, as well as their parents, they will learn even faster. Also, appreciating them, their similarities and differences from our culture, appreciating where they are. So now let's talk about home and school connections, okay? How might family and community practices, funds of knowledge influence the language learning? Um, Families and communities should bring diverse linguistic backgrounds and cultural practices to help the students' language develop better. Um, in other words, a parent can teach me how to say hi in Spanish, and I can teach them how to say hi in English. And the kids, when they watch this, they think it's cool because we've done that at my school. Students have more motivation and value in their home language while having a sense of pride from their culture. So we do not want to take their culture out. We want to welcome it in as we teach them the English language. All right. So some strategies we can do to foster this would be able to involve the community partnerships with different organizations, workshops. That would be fine. Partnering with community events that deals with diverse and cultural backgrounds, food festivals, language exchange programs, and also language accessibility in different with one piece of paper have 2 to 3 different languages available. So as our EL students grow, we grow as a community. And also we must make the parents aware of how the child's progress is through the process. Hope this helped you and have a great day.